So it's time for not 12, not 13, but 14 retraining attempts at Hero Academy 10. Full disclosure, I lost one of the recordings, so really it's 15, but you have 14 other recordings here to enjoy. As always, we have a 5% chance of pulling a non-Season 1 hero, any hero that has been around for over a year, unless your name is Mr. Pengy, who has been added to the roster along with Mother North, Krampus and Santa. If that wasn't enough, we also have a 5% chance of getting a costume if the costume is available for that hero. That will only happen 5% of the time, and unfortunately it's not something that's happened to me yet. And potentially, if you got a Mother North, I'm guessing there would be a 5% chance of getting a costume for her at the same time, but that's a 5% chance on top of a 5% chance, which is 0.25%. That sounds like something that's not going to be happening very often. However, that's almost 3 times more likely to happen than pulling Mysterio at the Tavern of Legends event. And out of the two, I definitely would prefer a costume Mother North. So another reason I wanted to get these retrainings up in time was before the first ever Soul Exchange. Yes, coming at the end of February 2022 is the first time ever you'll be able to exchange your unwanted 5-star heroes into another hero of your choice. So a long overdue request has finally been answered by Small Giant. We aren't 100% clear on how often this event will happen. We hope it will happen regularly. But as you've probably seen, people aren't happy with the numbers required for these soul exchanges. They've called it a soul exchange for a reason, as you have to really consider whether you want to swap 10, 15 or even 20 at the highest tier 5-star heroes for just one guaranteed 5-star hero. So what do we know about the Soul Exchange that will be happening on the 28th of February 2022 until March the 2nd? We know which heroes will be available and in each tier, and we also know that there'll only be one exchange possible at each event. So if you are considering making a soul exchange, do think about the hero that you would want. For me and my roster, there are only 2 choices really. Ursina, the Season 2 final boss, available in Tier 2 for 15 heroes. Or Skadi from Season 3 Valhalla, available for 20 heroes in the top tier. Originally, you were able to take one from each tier, so I was pondering whether to take Guardian Chameleon from the lowest tier just to help out for Mythic Titans. But in a way, it's good that you can hold heroes back, because really none of those heroes are my top tier, the ones on the right hand side of your screen that I really would like and would really change my account. Yes, Ursina is still seen as one of the top tier dark 5-star heroes, and her Holy Reflect skill is very useful, but it's Skadi with her anti-minion stacks that really make her, for me, the crown jewel of this first hero exchange. Yes, I would really like Skadi on my roster for Minion Wars, as well as the current minion meta that is alive and well still in the game. Yes, I'm thinking that I will probably pull the trigger on that Skadi this time around. This will give me a hero I've always wanted at a big cost, but will free up some significant space in my roster. I'm currently leveling up heroes with only 2 free roster spots. Yes, every level up is only 2 heroes at a time. And make no mistake, why has the Soul Exchange come along now? Why, after all this time, have SG finally decided to let us trade heroes? Well, for me, I think everyone is kind of at the same place. Roster spaces are at a premium. People don't want to be spending 650 gems to get 5 more roster spaces, so they're going to continue to play with what they have. And for SG, this causes a problem because, of course, we're expecting next month for Season 5 to be launched, and with any new season, that is a boatload of new heroes. So, of course, anyone who takes advantage of the top tier of the Soul Exchange is going to have 20 more roster spots at their disposal. But in a way, I am happy there can only be one exchange, because that allows me to save heroes for when Guardian Panther, costume Marjana, or Evelyn finally appear at the Soul Exchange. But one hero I won't be waiting for is Frida. Frida becomes the 3rd hero that's non-Season 1 that I have ever got from Hero Academy 10. Yes, that's just over 60 attempts, and we have our 3rd non-Season 1 hero, so we are keeping up with the odds just about of receiving a non-Season 1 5% of the time. Great to see Frida there, one of the 5 stars that I've always wanted. Elemental defensive down is a really glorious skill. It does make me wonder though, how long will I continue with Hero Academy 10 when Soul Exchange is just around the corner? Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you still using Hero Academy 10? I know some people have got very lucky with it. How do you think it will compare with Soul Exchange? Will you be using one, the other, or maybe both? Let me know in the comments. Please take a moment to like the video, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and goodbye.